Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. What I did when I was recording this episode was I lost track of time, so I recorded a whole hell of a lot more than I actually intended to. I recorded over 50 minutes of footage for this particular episode. I don't want to have a 50-minute episode, so I'm going to divide this up into 2 episodes. So this will be episodes 5 and 6 that I am actually post-commentating right now. And the reason that I'm post-commentating it is because for some reason, Audacity decided to stop recording after about 15 minutes. I don't know why it did this. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong. But Audacity recorded 15 minutes of audio and didn't record over 35 minutes of audio that I had going for this particular episode. So I need to post-commentate this. Let's switch over to the Sith armor and talk to the Sith guy here, see what he says.
Boring than being out on patrol. I guess I shouldn't complain.
He treats us very differently when we're wearing the Sith armor. And other people will too, because they all think you're part of the Sith, which is the idea. You need this to get into the lower city. Anyway, yeah, post-commentating this episode because I have to. So if that results in a lower quality commentary for it, I am sorry about that, but I'm doing my best here. Better than no commentary. I could just upload it and not put any commentary in. It would still let me monetize it if I did that, then that would be just a gameplay video with audio, and that wouldn't be all that exciting, now would it? Oh, what was I talking about? The Star Wars deal games. Did I talk about Battlefront? Because Battlefront's kind of awesome. In Battlefront, it's a first-person shooter where you run around the map and you capture different points on the map and kill enemies. And that's really all you do in it. But you get to play as a wide variety of characters and character types from the let's talk to her real quick. We just bought her spare droid. Now let's go. See, this will work out fine. I'm sure all the buzzing that it makes won't cause any problems. What's it doing? That doesn't look good. That looks even worse. It's like I'm exploding. Any of y'all get that reference?
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun watuyama kama wona henak nek bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa dong abuk shami nonok kakin cha na kwat na bon kon wana kumbes chi pala mulek tonki pa nagnonek tu nikton chun chun ke nemolek rabest wuf mala nibo kurk. Tanga bok sha nak nong kin kun shin kin nikin kun na bule mule raji kun chuni yun ni chichi aldwana kava volpa muli kumana rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny ku yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
I'm Exploding is actually a reference to the very first episode of The Completionist. Shout out to that show. That show's great. Love you guys. Love your work, Gerard. It was really cool to meet you at SGC. He's probably never going to hear this. Whatever. We need to put on our Sith armor so we can go down to the lower level here. But, what was I saying?
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Anyway, the Battlefront games can play as a wide variety of characters and character types. You can use weapons such as rocket launchers or a typical blaster or sniper rifle type things. You can play as a wide variety of droids in the Clone Saga campaign. And there's two campaigns. There's the Galactic Rebellion and the Clone Saga era. What's going on here?
Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapaata. Onanay kachu. Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun. Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Kabawol pamulchi kamana.
Ichuta, yun patisa, inbani chalora kun.
Or if we can get ourselves one of those things. Seems to kill enemies pretty quickly.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kulpa yiya mokapaata. Chiyoka kutumpa kulpa yiya.
Now, because you came down here dressed like a Sith, they're going to attack you. But it's the Black Vulcar gang, so they tend to attack you on sight anyway. We will be probably killing a lot of them. It'll be fun. You can play as droids, you can play as the different types of stormtroopers, and in Battlefront 2 you actually get to play as some hero characters, such as Han Solo, or Luke Skywalker, or Darth Vader even. It's actually really cool. And those games are a lot of fun. The Clone Wars portion of it is way better than the actual movies are. Speaking of things that are better than the actual movies, Republic Commando was well worth your time as well. In its time, it was a gorgeous looking game. I don't know how it's aged graphically because it's been a while since I have played it. But in its day, it was an absolutely gorgeous looking game and a whole lot of fun. It had a decent ally AI. They could handle themselves in a fight fairly well. And it had, see what's in here. Lower City Apartments. It had, simple squad commands, so it was like a squad-based first-person shooter. And you played as an elite squad of clones doing various missions during the Clone Wars. And the story was fairly simple, but the characters some might call them a little bit one note, but they were memorable and they were fun to listen to them banter back and forth, and they all had their own unique personality traits, so they all felt different, and they all played different in battle as well. Republic Commando was an awesome game. It does a decent job at throwing different environments at you to keep things fresh, as well as a variety of different enemies.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? Maybe so. But this door is locked, and it's going to stay that way until I'm satisfied you're no threat to Gadon or the hidden backs. Fair enough. But here's some free advice. Get off the streets. The Black Vulcars are taking shots at anyone wandering the streets of the lower city.
Yep, there's more Black Vulcars that they attack us on sight. But yeah, it's well paced. It never feels slow. It keeps the action going at a good and steady pace. There's a decent sense of humor to it as well. I would definitely recommend checking out Republic Commando if you haven't played it, and a lot of people haven't played it because it was very underrated in its day and continues to be so today. I enjoy it a lot. And I would, like I said, would recommend checking that one out. I would love to let's play it at some point. You can get it for the PC and the original Xbox, which is what I'm playing on the Knights of the Old Republic on here. But you can also get that on PC, and yeah, both of those are excellent games. I wish we could get a sequel to Republic Commando. It's might be the best thing to come out of the prequels. The best thing to tie in directly to the prequels, Republic Commando. And the soundtrack is awesome. Like, look up the soundtrack. Look up the song Brothers All from that soundtrack. It's amazing. So, overnight, I got something like 31 new subscribers. I went from 67, I believe, to about 98 in a span of about 24 hours. I've never had a jump quite that big, and I don't really know what brought it on, but it's kind of amazing. Thank you to all 30 plus of you that subscribe to my channel. I really, really, truly appreciate it. It means a whole lot to me to know that there are people out there that enjoy my work. It has something to do with my video where I'm talking about my personal history as a gamer. That video is about 20 minutes long, and it's just me sitting there explaining and talking about my history as a gamer, games I played, games I remember, games that mean something to me, all that kind of thing. It's not my best work. It's a simple video that I put a lot more effort into it than actually needed. But a whole lot of you seem to really enjoy it, and that's cool, because it jumped up to 1,700 views again in about 24 hours, which tells me somebody must have shared it on something like Reddit or something and seen it, which whoever did that, I don't know. But I really appreciate it. I really, really do. It's amazing that it got so many views. I wasn't expecting that, and I'm really, really happy about it. It also got a whole bunch of thumbs up. It's got like 27 likes now, and that's great as well. It's got about 18 dislikes, which kind of bothers me, honestly. It tells me that there's something about that video that a lot of people aren't particularly enjoying, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's my voice. I don't know if it's my presentation. I'll say that I don't consider that to be one of my better works. It was a fun and simple video to do, but I don't consider it to be one of my better works. I think my better works are things like, I think my reviews of Metal Slug and Resident Evil 4 are a couple of my better pieces. I am quite proud of those, and I think both of those reviews turned out exceptionally well. Let's talk to Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me. No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. True. Bastila is as powerful as they say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors. You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
He seems a little bit suspicious of us. Huh.
Sure.
Oh well, let's continue on. God, what was I talking about? I don't even remember now. Long cutscene, long talking scene made me lose my train of thought. It's happened before. Let's kill these Black Vulcar. They need a good killing. There goes one. Oh yeah. It tells me that there might be something particular about that video that people don't enjoy. So I have to wonder what exactly it is. But I don't think it's one of my best works. My reviews of Resident Evil 4 and Quake 2, I think, are particularly good. Metal Slug 3 as well. I'm very proud of the editing on Metal Slug 3. I think my review of Final Fantasy's pretty good as well. I don't quite like it as much as my review of the Resident Evil 4 or Quake 3 or Quake 2 or Metal Slug 3. Although I will say it's still better than my early reviews. Like I don't particularly like my review of Diablo 1. I think the editing isn't all that great. I think it doesn't look all that good. I think it doesn't sound all that good, especially the sound. But they say a artist is his harshest critic. Probably the exact same thing is true of a video editor. And I'm probably my own harshest critic here. But whatever. I just think I've done better work than that, so I'm not entirely sure that that's the best introduction to my work that people could have gotten. But hey, if you enjoyed it, thank you so much for watching. If you didn't enjoy it, thanks for watching anyway, and I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. Maybe you'll enjoy some of my other work some more. But For those who did stick around and the 30 of you that subscribed, I appreciate that more than you know. It's a huge help to me and my channel to get more subscribers, and let's kill some more black Volkers. This apartment building is just crawling with them, so where the hell do all the hidden Becks hang out? We will be making our way into the hidden Beck base eventually. See, what other work have I done that I think is really good? I still occasionally make mistakes. I did a video as part of Gamer Life, and I think it was Our Stories Important to Video Games, and I used music from the PS1 RPG Legend of Legaia, which I think is a highly underrated RPG. If you like PS1 style, like Japanese RPGs, check that one out. It's got a unique battle system built around fighting game mechanics. So, I mean, it's kind of one of a kind in that regard. Sorry I couldn't be here for you, but there's a package I promised. Remember, activate the hologram security in the proper order or boom. Just activate the holograms in the same order that they join the band. Since you're the Twisted Rancor Trio's manager, you should be able to figure out the code. I still think this is a mistake. Davik won't be happy if Ashana can't fill in for her sister. And you don't want to make Davik mad. You might never come out of that estate again. Anyway, good luck. If this works, think of what a great chapter it'll be. Whatever. Anyway, I thought I spoke well. I thought I made some good points, but the music in it was a bit overpowering. It was too loud, and I should have turned it down more, and that's my mistake. It's a mistake that I don't make that often anymore, I think. I don't think I've done it in this Let's Play at all, which is good. But hey, it's a learning process. You learn one day at a time. Sometimes the music that you're going to put in it will wind up being louder than you initially thought it was, so you'll render it and it'll be too loud. That happens. More black Volkers. Oh, nope. Now we get no choice. We get to attack them. Die, black Volkers. There's more places we need to go down here, such as the cantina. Let's heal ourselves a little bit and then continue on. If you're going to do side quests on this planet, keep in mind that once you leave this planet, you cannot come back here. There's a reason for that, and I'm not going to get into it because that is spoiler territory, but once you leave Taris, you cannot come back to it. So, complete all your quests for this particular planet before you leave. Make sure you do that. If you got anything you want to do, make sure you do that. There's the cantina. I think I'm going to go to the cantina. Hey, Rodian. A lot of conversation in here, as you might imagine.
Sì, gratullo da pograshi onion komba chintomo mochuba. Loda nita kun. Ida patisa batua kacha tutong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jitbungaranta.
Ka chikun ida hodonga. Ikin kuno pa mulera chikun. Svimo podonar de hodunga ku hunkabe.
다 공주스 딱 미끼 그랍을 먹어 같이 주 이다 뭐던가 돌바방크 원래 오간다 나루 추추트 먹으시아 본가 몰라 원하 찍네 mulher slimo podadana nanga kumbist mulher rabes
ronda dijo donga kun hankabi wana kun bez ching balamule tongking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mulher rabes
제드바도 와는 이디보보 동나 붕샤 누누냐 동바두카시막 달래야
ronda dijo
Red Faction is actually
동 아봉샤 옴니나 왕가 콤비스 캥 발레무라야 조니온 돈지지 이다 도안나 가바볼바 물지 고마나 위담 보라가통 물이라 아샹 도롱 니 나 포타타 도안가 촌 디세 이 그루트 하가 지지와 Wata juma wana hu wama hu natek. Kuyami juz chikata na patoga ya fulki kokora jiji. Ka wana bot atagwa. Kagidora tikun wata timona ia bola. Witam boragatong mulira asyang turong ni na potata tuanga chun dize. Gruto haga jijiwa wata juma wana hu wama hu natek ke puna bunanai chatu chimba mulera tawana tok chimba no kunik kavadompa ku peliano momakata wanga kubist kiabol mulia ka ching chana na wangaba kon kavadompa ku pelion bonantea Kavadumpa ku palia mukapata Punana chaku Ikung kono bule marachiko Tung nabung siya nunya Kavavolpa mulji kuna Manaman atota Hakki jukrata bola shui chongatong Chongkeng no bunka mulera kungkile no ba Watene chokolo uno ku mulera. Watana wama mulera. Kenchunju bashak. No wa bule mulera ji jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Bala muris limo wanga kun bisching. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule tongking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mulerabes